Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1981 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Milwaukee Brewers at County Stadium. On the mound for Detroit is Dan Petry, whose record is 2-4 with a 5.68 ERA. And pitching for the Brewers tonight is Tom Candiotti, whose record is 10-6 with a 4.67 ERA. Oh, man, we took 2 out of 3 from the Yankees, which any other time of the season would have been phenomenal. But we lost the third and final game of this series. A great game by Bruce Robbins. He went 7 innings. He struck out 8. And unfortunately, in the 9th inning, Tom Hume came in to preserve the tie, give the Tigers another chance to get the win. And he just coughed it up, and that was it. So we lost 2-1, a much-needed victory. We do fall back to 4.5 games out with 18 to go. That's including today. If we do well this series against Milwaukee, we could definitely jump over them at least. That's something. And Baltimore's lost 10 in a row and has fallen from first place. With the Yankees win yesterday, they catapult over the Orioles into first in the East. Minnesota, amazingly, hanging on to the lead in the West by 2 games. And taking a look at the National League, St. Louis is up by 5.5 over Montreal. Houston, is up by 5 in the West over San Francisco. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started with today's game. We're playing against Tom Candiotti, and of course, he's most known for throwing a knuckler, but at this point in his career, he had not learned the knuckleball yet. I think he just throws your typical pitches. And so Petry's on the mound. All of our bullpen is available. We'll talk more about Petry here in a few moments. And our lineup today, a little bit different. We got Greg Brock in there at first. Brookens is after playing first base. Yesterday's back in at third. We're going to give Glenn Wilson an opportunity to start today in right field, stronger defensively than Hancock, who we move to the DH spot. And because Brookens has been hitting a little bit better versus righties, and he's got some pop, I did move him up to the number 6 spot for the first time all season. We'll see if that means anything to today's game. Let's go ahead and officially do the Tigers lineup rundown, and then we'll look at Tom Candiotti. Batting leadoff and in center field is Rickey Henderson. Batting second at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting third in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting cleanup at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting fifth and DHing today is Garry Hancock. Batting sixth at third base is Tom Brookens. Batting seventh at first base is Greg Brock. Batting eighth and catching is Lance Parrish. And batting ninth in right field is Glenn Wilson. Tom Candiotti, second full season as a Brewer, and he's 10-6. That's a much better start than his actual career, where he struggled for a couple years, had that arm surgery, came back and threw the knuckler. He does have a 4.67 ERA, 68 Ks in 123 innings pitched. He's got 1 complete game. And yeah, he throws a curveball. That's his main pitch. Slider and the fastball is the worst of his 3 pitches in his arsenal. So you see the defensive alignment for the Brew Crew. We'll take a look at them more in depth here shortly. And here's Rickey Henderson leading off against Candiotti, 1 for 8 in his career with 2 walks. Henderson popping it up to start the game. Looks like the first baseman's going to catch it. Nope, it's going to be the second baseman, Molitor. 1 down. Here is Sweet Lou. Lou popping it up as well. Molitor makes the catch on that one as well. We have 2 down. Here's Kirk Gibson. Man, we are struggling. Yesterday's game was pretty rough, and even the 2 games we won against the Yankees, our hitting was not great. So we go down in order, and we'll take a look here at the Brewers lineup. Batting leadoff and DHing is Randy Reddy. Batting second at third base is Jim Gantner. Batting third at second base is Paul Molitor. Batting cleanup in center field is Chet Lemon. Batting fifth at first base is Jim Paciorek. Batting sixth and in right field is newly acquired Leon Roberts. Batting seventh and catching is Dave Sachs. Batting eighth and in left field is Larry Hisle. And batting ninth at shortstop is Ed Romero. Here's Dan Petry. We're giving him a run here down the stretch. And I believe he pitched better in his last start. He did. He only gave up 1 run in 7 innings. He did give up 7 hits. But look at that. That's the magic number right there. The goose egg for the walk. And 5 Ks. He got himself a victory, his second on the season. And so he's 2-4 with that 5.68 ERA. Only 50 innings pitched. Walks more than the Ks, which is the same as last season. A little bit better as of now. And opponent's only batting .270 against him. No complete games. There's Detroit's defensive alignment. And Randy Reddy leading off against Dan Petry. Milwaukee's got the pinstripes on today. As Petry strikes out Randy Reddy. There's 1 down. That's a good start for Petry. Next up is Jim Gantner. Base hit to right field. Glenn Wilson gets it back in. There's 1 down. That's going to bring up Hall of Famer Paul Molitor, batting .331 versus righties and .353 overall. Gantner going on the pitch, and Parrish guns him down. Parrish is getting his thrown out percentage, caught stealing percentage up there. I think it must be over 30% now. And then Molitor strikes out for the second K for Dan Petry. We're going to the top of the second, no score. Here's Trammell leading off. 3 for 7 against Candiotti, and he pops it up on the infield as well. Carrying to the outfield grass, where the shortstop Romero makes the catch. So 1 down. It's going to bring up Garry Hancock. Hancock does have a home run against Candiotti as he lines out to center field. 2 down. Here's Tom Brookens. Also has a jack against Candiotti and a 1-2-3 inning as he grounds out to third. We're heading to the bottom of the second, no score. Chet Lemon leading off 0 for 8 with 2 walks, and he strikes out 3 Ks for Petry. This is unbelievable. That's 8 strikeouts in a row without giving up a walk. Jim Paciorek up next. Slices it to right field on a line caught by Wilson. And here's Leon Roberts, as I mentioned in the rundown. He just came over here from Philadelphia in a trade that sent catcher Bill Schrader to the Phils. So he doesn't have much to show for it so far. 4 for 29. He does have a home run and a stolen base. Okay, 2 down. Here's Leon Roberts. Roberts hits a ground ball to second. And another 1-2-3 inning. So game's moving along. Top of the third, here's Greg Brock leading off the inning. Sat out yesterday's game. Hits a lazy fly ball to center, and it's caught for the first out. Next up is Parrish. Oh, Parrish jacks it. Nice. That is quite a dong. 441 feet into the upper deck, and we'll take that shot. That's his 9th home run of the year. He's showing some signs of life looking at his log. He's got 3 home runs in his last 20 games, so I guess I'll make 4 then, right? Including today. So nicely done. Tigers take the early lead, 1-0. Here's Glenn Wilson. His first appearance since the All-Star game, and he drops in a base hit into right center field. Little duck snort. And we have Wilson on first base with only 1 out. Back to the top of the lineup with Rickey Henderson. Henderson gets a base hit to left. Wilson holds at second. So a couple runners on now for Lou. Still only one out. And a base hit to left. Will Wilson score on that? He does score from second. RBI single for Sweet Lou, and it's 2-0. Henderson. Oh, his speed is up to 90 now, guys. Remember, it was at 88. So maybe he's giving me the green light. As Gibby strikes out for the second time, it's going to leave it up to Trammell. His average is under 300 now. He is in a major slump. Holy cow. Yep, he hasn't had a hit in a major league game in 5 games. He did have a hit in the All-Star game. Maybe we should have sat him out. Okay, this is a good time for a base hit right here. Ground ball to third, and Gantner makes the play. So, yeah, Trammell is in a huge slump. We go to the bottom of the third, 2-0 Detroit. Home run by Parrish and the RBI single from Trammell. Dave Sachs leads off the bottom of the third. And an error by Brookens. And I noticed that his fielding number went down to a 95 from a 96. And I noticed that when we went out there for the first inning, I'm thinking maybe that might be a bad sign. He hasn't had an error in a while, I guess, as Hisle drops in a base hit into center. Is anything more predictable than an error followed by a base hit, followed by an RBI single? As Romero pops it up on the infield, right at the second base bag. Plays made by Trammell. That's the first out. Double play here would be nice. As Randy Reddy steps in, and he shoots it to left. That'll get a run in. Sack fly on the line drive to the left. And it's 2-1. Unearned. So Hisle on first. 2 down. Jim Gantner up. And he hits a ground ball to short. And that's the third out of the inning. So we go to the top of the fourth. Tom Candiotti at 45 pitches. Garry Hancock leads off the inning, flying out to center field, 1 down. Okay, Brookens, you got to make up for that error by striking out. 3 straight curveballs. Gets Candiotti his 3rd strikeout. And then Greg Brock gets a base hit to left. He's also been struggling. So he breaks out of his mini slump. That's going to bring up Parrish. He deposited into the left field bleachers. Here he strikes out for the 4th K for Candiotti. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-1 Detroit. Paul Molitor will lead off against Petry. Slams it to right. And Wilson makes the play. 1 down. Here's Chet Lemon. He's due. 0 for 9 now against Petry. That's not going to get it done as he flies out to deep center field. Rickey Henderson tracks it down for the 2nd out. And Jim Paciorek gets a base hit to left. That's 3 hits now for the Brew Crew. 2 down. Runner on first. And Leon Roberts flips it to center. And Henderson makes the play. So we're going to the top of the 5th. Glenn Wilson leading off. He had a base hit first time through the lineup. Here he has a ground ball to Gantner. There's 1 down. Rickey Henderson up next. And he walks. And you know we have to send him. Oops, that's not the catcher. There we go. Sacks well below average. Arm. Let's see if Henderson's speed improvement gets him a bag. It does, as Henderson steals 2nd. I'm tempted to steal 3rd. I don't think we've even tried that all year with anybody. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Henderson holds. So 2 down. Here's Gibby. Gibby struck out both times so far today, and he's really struggling as well. You got to let him swing away. Fly ball to center field. That's pretty deep, 350 feet. That's not going to get it done either. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Dave Sachs leading off against Petry. And he's going to get a base hit to right. 4 hits now for the Brewers. Larry Hisel's up next. Oh, he hits it way out of here. That one stays gone. 469 feet. And it's 3-2 Brewers. Well, I think Petry's still developing as he walks the number 9 hitter. Still nobody out. His numbers are, his ratings are good, but his production has been very below standard. And so I don't know what to do. I mean, he deserves an opportunity to be in the lineup in the rotation next year. As a wild pitch by Petry moves Romero into scoring position. But, I guess we just have to play out this season and give Petry a couple more starts, and maybe that'll put him in a position where he gains some practical knowledge out there on the mound as he walks Molitor. 2 walks now for Petry. And that's going to leave it up to Chet Lemon, first and second, and a base hit, and that's going to do it for Petry. Seen enough. We're going to bring in Roger Weaver. And Weaver, he pitched in one of the Yankees games. This is his 30th appearance, 2-1, a 4.15 ERA, 20 walks, 16 Ks. Opponents are batting .298. He does have 4 saves. Not nearly as good as he pitched in his rookie year last season. As Jim Paciorek comes in, and Weaver gets Paciorek to fly out to right, and that is a 3rd out. So they get 3 runs on the board. The 2-run home run followed up with the single by Chet Lemon, his first hit against Petry. And it's 4-2. We're going to the top of the 6th. Trammell can't even buy a hit, and we're going to have to rest him. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Player of the game so far would have to be Parrish, I guess, with the home run. And a base hit by Hancock. I thought that was going to be a routine ground ball to third. But Garry gets a base hit. So, runner on first. We just need to chip away. Give ourselves a chance here. As Brookens pops it up to first. Actually, it's Molitor that makes the call. Runner on first. Here's Greg Brock. We need a big hit here. That's not going to come from Brock as he flies out to center. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Leon Roberts leading off against Roger Weaver. Deep fly ball to center. Just short of the warning track. There's 1 down. Then an infield single by the catcher, because of course. The runner on first, here's Larry Hisle. Hisle wears it right in the nads. Just got nadded up right there. Okay, we're going to bring the corners in against Romero in case he tries to lay down a bunt. Nope. Ground ball to third. Brookens can't get it out quick enough. So only 1 out at second. 2 down overall, and it's first and third for Randy Reddy. And Reddy pops it up on the infield. Trammell should make the play. He does. We're going to the 7th, 4-2. Milwaukee, as Lance Parrish had that big home run earlier. Gave the Tigers the early lead, and then nothing since then. There's 1 down. Glenn Wilson, ground ball to third. Candiotti at 90 pitches now. And then Henderson can't even take the bat off his shoulder. Okay, we are going to the bottom of the 7th. Good job by Weaver getting his ERA under 4 for the first time in quite a while. Okay, so we have one lefty and a couple of righties. Let's get Capizzello in there. We haven't seen Cappy in a while. Probably one of my favorite players last season in his rookie year. Not so great. We had to set him down to the minors. He had 3 appearances in the minors. He didn't give up anything. So we brought him back. We'll see if he's learned anything as he faces Jim Gantner. Bats .267 versus lefty, so he's no slouch. As he flies out to right field, there's one down. Paul Molitor, wow, batting .429. Let's see. I mean, may as well give it a shot here. Base hit to center field. Should have known better. Okay, we gave him a chance. So we're going to bring in our boy Dave Patterson. Patterson, he's had mostly good stuff so far. 15th game, he's 1-1, .240 ERA, 9 Ks, and 15 innings pitched. Opponents are batting only .192 against him. So let's turn 2 here and get out of this inning with Chet Lemon up. Lemon 0 for 1 against Patterson. Ground ball to third, and they go around the horn. And we turn 2. So we're going to the top of the 8th. Sweet Lou will lead it off. And then Gibby and Trammell. Nothing happening with these guys today. As Whitaker strikes out, 6 Ks. Gibby, ground ball to short. And Trammell pops it up. There's nothing we can do about it. If they can't make good wood against a light throwing pitcher like Candiotti, I don't know who you're going to hit against. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Do we really want to bring in Hume? I guess we'll let Patterson pitch one more inning. I mean, what's the worst that could happen at this point? As Jim Paciorek will lead off. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Skies it to right center field. Wilson makes the play. There's one down. Next up is Leon Roberts. Roberts pops it up. Brookens makes the play at third. It's going to leave it up to Dave Sachs. 2 for 3 on the day. Make it 3 for 4. Line drive, base hit to right. Runner at first for Larry Hisle. Heisel's 2 for 2 with the home run, and he hits a ground ball to second. And that's going to do it. They're going to bring in Doug Jones to close the game out. We've got Hancock, Brookens, and Brock. Doug Jones, he's always looked 75 years old. His 27th appearance, 3-1, a .235 ERA, 19 Ks and 30 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .243 against him. He's got 13 out of 14 saves. And I want to say, yeah, we have seen him once, and he shut us down for 2 innings to get a win. So, all right, we're going to start it off with Gary Hancock. I think we're going to put Reggie Jackson in the batter's circle. Oh, there we go. Gary Hancock, little squeaker past Molitor at second base. So it's going to bring up the tying run. And as I mentioned, we're going to let Reggie bat. I mean, he's so overdue. Look at Reggie. He's had 1 home run, and he hasn't had one in 18 games. 1 home run in 116 at-bats this season. Age 35, he was still crushing 30 home runs a year. I don't know what's going on here. But we've got him for 2 more years. Oh, is that gone? Is that deep? Get out of here. Oh, no, that's not fair. 399 feet. I couldn't tell. I thought that might have been the big shot there. Who else do we have on the bench? Nobody else I trust, including Bobby Ramos, who's been completely terrible. Okay, well, let's hit and run. Let's get people going at least here with Greg Brock. Hey, base hit into right field. Well, Hancock take third, he does. So that's going to put the tying run in first. So now we're going to bring in somebody that's got some speed. That might be Mark Wagner. No, it's going to be Jeffrey Leonard because he's going to play that. Oh, he's a DH anyway, right? No, let's see here. Wagner is 82. Okay, so we're going to put in Jeffrey Leonard at first. And we're going to hope that Parrish can stay out of the double play. I'm not going to hit and run. I want him to swing away, but this could easily be a double play. Yeah, strikeout. Just as bad. All right. It's going to leave it up to the rook, Glenn Wilson. 3 for 14 on the season. And really, oh man, season's riding on him. I mean, do we bring in Bobby Ramos? I think we got to let the rookie try it. He's got good power. He's got great contact. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Hancock scores. And this feels like the tease as it's 4-3 and Rickey Henderson's up. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't like the way this feels. So RBI single makes it 4-3. And, I mean, we just got to let Rickey swing. Base hit to left. Will Leonard score? And the game is tied. Oh, my God. That is amazing. It's 4-4. Doug Jones blows his second save of the season. And Whitaker has an opportunity here to give the Tigers a lead. Is that a base hit? Oh, it falls in front of the left fielder, Hisle. Tigers take the lead on an RBI single by Whitaker, who might now be the player of the game. As Henderson coasts into third, and it's first and third for Gibson. Why not Gibby? He's 0 for 4 with 2 Ks today. He's overdue. Ground ball to short. And an error by the shortstop, Romero, and another run scores. This is brutal. 4 runs on the board here in the 9th. And Trammell here can probably put this game away with a base hit. And I think he's got it. Is it going to fall in? Oh, it's going to be caught by the right fielder, Leon Roberts. And Tigers put a 4 on the board. It's 6-4. And we're going to bring in our closer, Tom Hume. He's got to make up for yesterday's game. He gave up, didn't give up, he didn't get a single out. Now, there was an error in there, I believe, by Parrish. A walk and 2 hits, and the game was over just like that. So, an opportunity for Hume to redeem himself. Here's the number 9 hitter, Ed Romero, leading off the inning. Oh, no, a base hit. Oh, no, I forgot to change out the defense. I was so excited, and now I've choked the game away. So let's make some mid-inning changes here. Outfield is fine. We need a third baseman, which is going to be Hatcher. And we're going to put Wagner in there at short and move Trammell to first. Trammell's played, if you haven't followed, Trammell's played first base a few times. This season, okay, hopefully that is not, that's embarrassing. Let's hope that it doesn't cost us the game. There we go. Hume was out there on the mound, like, had his hands up in the air, like, what the F is going on here? So he gets the job done himself. That's going to bring up Jim Gantner, the only lefty in the lineup. He bats .278 versus righties. And he hits a lazy fly ball into right center field. It falls in for a hit. And that's going to bring the go-ahead run up to the plate, the winning run, which is Paul Molitor. I'm not worried about Romero, but I am worried about Gantner stealing second base here. Oh, great pitch by Hume. Gets Molitor on the inside of the plate. And that's 2 Ks this inning for Hume. And now he's got to get the tough Chester Lemon. This is the ball game right here. Base hit to left field. A run scores. That was the run that really should be tacked onto me. Okay, we're going to pull the outfield in. We want nothing to fall in. If it gets over their heads, it gets over their heads. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, man, I'm the worst manager of all time. As Paciorek hits a line drive into center field. Game is tied. Unbelievable. And Hume, I mean, he's not bailing me out here. Here's Leon Roberts. I mean, what can I do? Ground ball to short. And Wagner makes the play. We've got free baseball. We're going to the 10th. They're going to bring in Frank DePino. Oh, man. Let's take a look at DePino. This is his 17th game. 1 win, 1 loss. 7 ERA. That's good. More walks and strikeouts. Opponents batting .297 against him. And we're going to start it off with Garry Hancock. He is batting .200 versus lefties. That's no small miracle. And he starts it off with a base hit to right. We're definitely going to hit and run with Hatcher. He offers nothing to the team. And there you go. Strike him out, throw him out. That's so frustrating. Oh, and then Mark Wagner comes up and gaps it for a double. Somebody showed up today from the bench. So 2 down, Wagner on second for Parrish, and he grounds out to short. And we're going to the 10th, and this feels ominous, folks. We have no other righties in the bullpen. Now, technically, Tom Filer is supposed to pitch tomorrow. I could bring him in, but I think we got to at least get one more out of Hume. Ground ball to second, and Dave Sachs is thrown out at first. 1 down. Next up is Larry Hisle. Hisle had that home run earlier that gave the Brew Crew the lead. He flies out to right. There's 2 down. And Ed Romero's up. He's 2 for 2 in his career against Tom Hume. Make it 3 for 3. He just slaps it to right every time. Okay, now I feel like we need to guard the lines. 5 hits against Hume so far. One of those my fault. As Randy Reddy flies out to right. We're going to the 11th. Frank DePino. Still in the game. Glenn Wilson. Hits it right into the dirt. And Sachs throws him out at first. So 1 down. We need ourselves another home run here. Ground ball to second by Henderson. Oh, an error by Molitor. And that's going to allow Henderson to take first base. What are we going to do here? Everybody knows, and it's a left-handed pitcher. It's a shitty catcher. A left-handed hitter, followed by another left-hander. Okay, let's, I think we got to steal. We're trying to win here. Can't play like cowards. There we go. Henderson, 2 for 2 today. So we got a second stolen base from Henderson. He's on second base. And Sweet Lou gets a base hit to right. Is that enough for Henderson to score? It is, and the Tigers take the lead 7-6. 3 RBIs from Sweet Lou. We're going to hit and run with Gibby. He's got nothing to offer us so far today. Ground ball to short. Whitaker on second now for Trammell. Gibby's 0 for 6 with 2 Ks, and Trammell is 0 for 5. Let's break out of it right here against the left-hander. He's batting .341 versus lefties, and he still hits it to the second baseman. Couldn't even pull it. All right, we had the lead, and we have a lefty, so we're going to bring in Dave Rucker, and then I think we're going to bring in Filer to close this game out. I don't know. We're gonna bring in Rucker first of all. So this is his 26th game. He's been lights out. 2-0 in the year, 1.89 ERA. Opponent's batting .208. I'm just saying, he hasn't given up a run in a while. I know that's a jinx, but I feel pretty good about him being in there. And he's going to start off by facing Jim Gantner, who's 1-for-1 against him. And he strikes him out. Nicely done. Okay, this is the tough one here. All we have is righties left. We have no righties in the bullpen. We do have Tom Filer, who is going to get tomorrow's start. I think we got to bring him in, folks. I think it's the right thing to do. We need to worry about today's win. We'll worry about tomorrow when we get there. Maybe we'll call somebody up and take that spot. Okay, so Tom Filer coming into pitch. He's got to get Molitor. He's got to get Chester. Ground ball by Molitor. Whitaker makes the play. There's 2 down. Tigers are 1 out away from stealing this victory. Chet Lemon is the man. Ground ball to Whitaker. Oh, thank God we won that game. I would have been kicking my ass if we had lost. Tigers win 7-6 in the 11th inning. That was a very important victory. As we go to 6-3 in the month of July, let's take a look at the standings. And we gained a half game as New York had the day off, I guess. And so we're 4 games back with 17 to go. And we do gain a game on Milwaukee. So we're on the precipice of at least tying it up with them. And let's look at the transactions. Anything of note? 3 new injuries. Milt Thompson out for 2 weeks. Tom Grant out for the season. And Jesse Orozco out for a couple of days. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Don't forget, I have a contest going on this channel, giving away cards, baseball cards every day next week, Monday, starting on Monday the 19th through the 25th. It's my Christmas in July contest. There's going to be a little video right here. You can click on that to enter if you want and see which prizes I'm giving away. Player of the game is Sweet Lou Whitaker. 3 for 6. He gave us the lead twice, and we just couldn't hold it for him. The win goes to Tom Hume, giving up those 2 runs. I call that a Dirty Fuentes after Josh Fuentes, the closer for the Colorado Rockies. He'd come in, he'd blow the game, and then get your fantasy team the win, and give up runs. So yeah, that was always nasty. A double by Wagner, which actually proved to be important, and Lance Parrish at that 9th home run. Rickey Henderson, 2 stolen bases. Maybe it's time for him to be for real. Tom Filer gets the save. DePino takes a loss. He's 1-2 on the year. Come back tomorrow. See who we're going to have in there to start the second game of the series. We're going to pull someone up from the minors, I believe. So come back, see who that is. Until then, everyone, have a great night.